Hi guys, welcome to the studio. I am here with just a quick chilled craft video, and I am doing week 3 of the Tracie Fox Creative September Challenge, which is a autumn ephemera folio. Yeah, so I'm on week 3. Week 3 of 3. So week 1 was this part here, which comes in 2 pieces, because you had that page, the pocket, and then you had the little flap extra, and then you also had this beautiful background and some words. Okay, so we put the folio together in week 1, added the pocket, and then last week in week 2, this is it in miniature version because I was doing a small version of it as well. This was just extra that I had. So we have the big pocket here, which is that. Then we had the tag there, which I made this one just into like a little journal card with a fancy edge punch. So we had that. We have this tag here, and then we had these 2 little pockets here, and then these 2 little tags to go into those 2 little pockets. That was week 2, so that was last week, and I struggle getting that one in for some reason, but yeah, for week 3, get in, I know you fit. Okay, so that is how far we've got so far. Okay, so then today, which is, well, yesterday, not even day, are we? No, Friday, we're on Sunday. Friday just gone was week 3. And in week 3, you get these beautiful tags here and these footy cuts, and then you also get that tag and that pocket and those beautiful fussy cuts there, which I have already cut out here, and whatnot. And I've actually already done this video once, but then had to do it again because for some bizarre reason my phone decided it wasn't going to record. I did press record, but it decided it weren't going to record. It recorded about 5 minutes and then went off. I don't know why, because the battery's fine, but I think it's just annoyed at me because I haven't used it for a while. But anyway, yes, so I have everything cut out, and I have actually already put the pocket on the inside, because that's what we're doing with that little pocket. It just goes there on the inside, okay? So nothing major there. Okay, so we can put the folio to one side anyway, because we don't need it right now. And now we're going to work with these tags here, and I have just been keeping it so very simple, basically copying almost exact how Tracie's been doing it. Because for those of you who have been following and have watched recent videos and things, well, my last video should I say, all hell's broke loose here, and we've had sadly we've had a death in the family, we've had COVID, we've had all sorts going on, but we're just coming out of it now, so that's good. But I've just been doing this in the meantime, just because it's just once a week. I've just been doing this to keep me going. Yeah, and in my last video, the offcuts from previous weeks, I turned over, obviously, because I backed everything with this beautiful background image, but obviously you get, once you've cut out, you get a load of blank space, don't you? So I then used the backgrounded edge to use with Tracie's original stamp sets, and I used some of her stamps to stamp onto those little edges. That way there was a little bit decorative, and I'm going to use some of them, I think, that's the thing, I think I'm going to try and incorporate some of them into this tag, maybe. ID number, I think I'm going to try anyway. A little butterfly maybe, no, there's some butterflies there, These, I'm not sure if they actually do fit in with the theme, but I'm going to try at least to add a few of the labels. That'll do. Sample. A photographic sample. I don't really need that one. Don't need that. Insect study. That'll do. Oh, one there that just says sample. What else have we got? Oh, that one said didn't it say prototype? Holotype, okay. Have we got that sample one? Yeah, we've got that one. ID Botanical, we've got that. Insect study, we have that one. Field record. Okay. Let's just see if we can incorporate. Oh, one sec, guys. Apologies, guys. I thought I heard somebody at the door then, but no, nobody there. Okay. I'm sure I heard someone tap the door thing, but anyway. Okay, so we have a few of Tracie's little labels there, which I'm hoping to incorporate. So we have this beautiful type, well, they're both beautiful. Let me move up a bit. I need to move up today. Yeah, so because this one is quite fussy and so is that one, this one then I think needs to go on to there. So, but I think this one needs backing a little bit more. So I'm going to just use this, which some of these have lines on them because my printer was having a hissy fit, and that one on the back. So I'll just glue this down onto here. Find which bit of the pattern I like the most, which is probably that. So, excuse me, I will get that done. In fact, you know what? Let's back them all while we're doing it. Why not? Waste not, want not. So I will get that done and then I will be back. Alright guys, so that is them all backed and cut out. I'm just going to quickly ink around the edges and then we will get to layering. So, okay. So guys, in the meantime, while I'm doing this, please do go over and check out Tracie's Kofi site. Also check out her YouTube channel as well for the videos that she's done so far showing how to put this together, which is very, very simple if you just follow the simplified version that Tracie's done. Obviously there's other ways you can embellish this and put it together and make it more fancy, but for me this has just been a really good, quick and easy once a week play session in the studio. It doesn't take long at all. I really like that, so I'm just going to actually just go over the rest of it a little bit. down these bright bits. I really like that. The grunginess. Yeah, so obviously you can make it your own, or you can make it just how Tracie has done it, which is how I'm doing it as well, to a degree. But yeah, it's so cool to do, and so simple, and beautiful images as well, guys. Yeah, the weather is cooling down here a lot. Now, it's been atrocious over the last few days, actually. We've had torrential rain. It's been horrible. But it's also coming in. See, can you see the difference? Let me just show you. You probably can't, but there's a very subtle difference between filling it in with the potting soil there to keeping it stark white-ish there. And I just really like that. So I'm just doing that, just making it a little bit more warmer toned, more grungy for autumn. I love the autumn months. Autumn and spring are my favourite times of year because I just love the colours. Not so much the weather, although I do like the freshness, but it's just the colours. They're beautiful. Yeah, so I'm not going to bother too much highlighting that, because I do want this one to stick out. So, right, let's see what we can do with the stuff we have. Okay, so let's I'm just going to add water and get rid of this, and it doesn't further go on to my tags and ruin them. I don't know what's rattling on my desk, but it is really annoying me. This is the thing at the moment, the desk is just full of junk, and it is... Alright, I found it. That's better. Sorry guys for wobbling you, but that was annoying me. Yeah, anyway, right, so we'll put that to one side. Okay, so this is going to go on there. Now, excuse me, I'm not going to sew, but you could, of course, sew around it to make it more grungy. What I had thought of doing, though, was maybe popping this up. Make it a bit dimensional, maybe. Now, there's... excuse me, a few ways of doing that. I have some dimension form things here, or you can just use cardboard, like a little bit of thick cardboard, which would raise it a little bit up, but not as much as one of these would. So sometimes there is room in the pocket, but I don't think I want it really high, so I'm going to use some cardstock, some cardboard. This is just what looks like some Amazon packaging. Yeah, it is. It's just like edges off Amazon packaging. So I'm going to run some pieces down there, like so. That's fine, that will do nicely. Yeah, I want it that way. Yep, that'll do nicely. Okay, so let's just glue those down. Okay, so yeah, that's just raised that up just the tiniest bit. Let's see, can you see? Yeah, you can see, I think, there. just the tiniest bit, but enough to give it a bit of dimension, but not as much as the sticky foam dots would have done. I like that. Now, if I can find it, where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's over here. That's where it is. It's not in that. It's in this one. So, let me see if I can incorporate a little trick that I learned, just to give it a bit of an edge. What do we do it on? I don't think it matters, so just run one of these around the edge. I think you need to do it on paper or something. Just kind of, yeah, very slightly. It's hardly noticeable unless you're looking at it. That tag is not straight. Look at the bottom of that. It is not straight at all. It just kind of, in a little bit, bevels the edges. Let's try and do it on a bit of card. And yes, it does. Wow. So they're not quite as noticeable that they've been cut with scissors. It just makes the edges a bit smoother. Oh, I like that effect. Except for the fact the bottom of this is not at all straightened. What on earth? Wow. Honestly, guys, I can't cut straight. Can't cut in a straight line, even when there's a straight line to cut. How crazy is that? Right. So again, let's just bevel the edges. Okay, that is really cool. It just takes that starkness away from the edge. Oh, I like that. You probably can't tell. It is very subtle, but it is noticeable. What would it be like with the bigger piece? Wow, it really does make a difference, even if it is only kind of very, very subtle. Love it. Okay, that's not straight. Wow, my cutting skills are atrocious, guys. Right, so let's just go around the edges with this, just to finish them off a little bit. Cool. Put them over there where I can see them. Alright, guys, so this now needs popping up onto here. Okay. And then it's up off there, so we'll be able to slide things in and out from underneath. Obviously, I'm just going to glue the card part of it. I don't need to glue these edges because they're not sticking to the paper anyway. Just these card pieces. So we'll give that a good bit of glue. Help it adhere. Oh my goodness, that is wonky as... yeah. Heck. Okay, so I want this probably not all the way up, but in the middle-ish, down the bottom with a decent sized border around. I want to leave a bit of a gap there because I want to put my slot punch through it. Okay, so that's on, and there is just a teensy gap under there, which will be good for adding these because we can now just tuck them under. So What do we have? We have an ID Botanical. So I think that would look nice there, maybe. And then we have Sample and the number. So maybe put that down in that corner. And then some measurement. Nope. Let's start by just sticking them in. Right, so they can stick under there. Okay, let's pop that there, and then take this one, pop it down the bottom. There we go, in that bottom corner there. Okay, cool. I like that. Alright, so now let's see. Let's add some of these on. That might be good against that as a measurement. Sort of. That's pretty cool actually. Ooh, exposure, come on. We have a beautiful birdie. We don't need that. And we have a pumpkin next to that. How about this little chubster? Oh, so cute. Oh, another big pumpkin here. No, I don't think I want the pumpkin. I think I want that next to the measure. Almost like you're measuring the acorn. I think that looks cool. And I'm going to pop these up on the foam dots. Well, this anyway. Okay, so I have some slightly bigger ones here that'll do. I'm going to ink around it first. Actually, I'm going to cut a little bit closer to it first. I think I can get some more of the white edges off. And I think I'm going to cut that branch off. Right there. Yeah, there we go. So a little bit extra cut off. Let's go around that now and see if we can blend it in a little bit. Just blend those white edges in a little bit. That's better. Much better. Okay, next so pop this one up a bit on these. Like so. Alright, so before I do that, let's just see if we can maybe straighten this up a little bit, because it is very wonky. it looks more like a tape measure now. Let's ink around this one. Okay, so let's see. We want it maybe about here, like so. So then that can glue underneath. Where's my thingies? Okay, so let's like so. Oh, that is cute. Oh, I like that. That's cute. Okay. Where's that little tool gone? Let's just use this one. Just go around these edges. There we go. I love that. That is cute. Okay, so now let's find the slot punch. Ooh, bits all over the place. Excuse me. And let's just pop a slot in there like that. Fabulous. I don't really want to put one in there, or do I? Well, I kind of feel like I need to put some up there now. See, when Tracie did hers, she printed ephemera out in small scale as well. No, I kind of don't think I want anything there. I do want something in there though, and I'm going to use some more of the Hessian burlap. I have a piece of it somewhere from the last tag. What did I do with it? I have no idea, so I'll just get some more. Okay. Oh, I can't get to it without trashing everything. Gotcha. Alright, there we go. Right, so I'm going to cut that there, and I am actually just going to add some to there. I'm just going to add a little tab there, but just a small one. So, sorry about the banging, guys. I know that is super annoying. Yeah, so I'm just going to add that little small one there, like that, and then I'm going to put the bigger one through that hole there. So, let's just get it ready. Glue that bit under there. And then glue that bit on there, like that. And then this one is going to get cut down because the hole's only small. And then that's going to get put through there and stapled across there. Like so. Okay. Cut that down a little bit. Cut that down a little bit. Oh, I love that. That is cool. Excuse me, guys. Okay, so I'm just going to ink a little bit more around the edge of this. For once, I'm not going to round the corners. I usually do, but I'm not going to this time. Not on this one, anyway. Alright. Oh, I really love that. Okay. So that is that one. And I kind of don't want to put that on the inside pocket now. That was supposed to be for the inside, but no, I'm going to put that here on the outside pocket. Because it's just beautiful. And why wouldn't I want to showcase it? Gorgeous. Alright, so now we have this tag here for the inside pocket. Do we want to leave it as it is, or do we want to embellish it a little bit more? And I'm going to say we're going to embellish it a little bit more. I know that's not the same bird, but... Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. If we put that there, that could kind of look like a tree branch, maybe. I'm going to end up cutting some of him off, and I don't really want to. Oh, but it'll be worth it. Sorry, dude. Okay, so let's just cut a little bit closer to him. So let's get rid of the white edge. Okay, I will be careful with your tootsies because I need them. Let's move over to these scissors because they're a bit smaller, so I can get in there without making a boo-boo. Okay. Okay, birdie boo. Go and give you your fluffy bits. And some of your tail, because I'm going to have to cut some of that off. Okay, so, little birdie, you are going to sit nicely on that branch. And on the butterfly's head, apparently. And I'm going to pop... Oh no! Alright. I'm going to chop his feet off, apparently. Oh, wow, really? Really? I'm going to pop him up a little bit on the foam dots. So sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. Let's ink around him delicately. I don't want to cut any more of him off. And let's then pop him in place with the little dots. Let's just use a couple of these. Okay, off with you, and let's pop you on there. Oh, I'm so sorry. Like so. Where is that piece gone? It's disappeared now. It's disappeared into the wilderness. Okay, so let's do another one. Let's pop you there, and let's see if I can restore your feet. Might get away with it. Yeah, maybe get away with it. I'm going to try it anyway. Okay, so let's put a bit of glue on your feet and pop them back underneath you. Like so. Oh, I think I got away with it, guys. I don't know. Obviously, I cut his tail off, but I think I got away with his feet. Maybe. Sorry. Okay. How about we decapitate another bird to keep you company? Okay, so let's go around Mr. Robin, or Mrs. Robin. Not all robins are male. Although I could be wrong, don't quote me, but I'm not sure whether the females actually do have the red breast. But, yeah. In nature, the males are always the more pretty ones, so I'm going to say you're a dude. Okay, we'll put you there in place of that birdie. Again, I'm going to ink around you and pop you up a bit. Okay. Yep. Let's pop you up on some little dots as well. Let's just put another one there. Ooh. These poor birdies. Am I still recording? Yep. Yeah. Okay, so where are we? So we're gonna put you there in place of that dude. Okay, so there you go, little Robin. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut your tail off as well. Oh, look at that, this is so pretty. Alright, and let's put, oh look, I found the other one. Okay, so you can sit on top of that one then, where the other one should have been. There we go. Let's just pop that there. Put your feeties on it. There you go. Make it look like you're sitting on something and not just there in midair. And I think with this one we will have a pretty pumpkin in this corner. Or not. Because I really like these flowers. What have we got? What have we got? So we've got these left. Got leaves. Could have a leaf there and one there, couldn't we? I like that idea. Okay then, let's do that. So let's just cut around this a little bit more. Get some more of the white spaces off. Same with this one. Let's just get a bit more of the white edge off. Okay, and I think I want that one coming in from the top, and then we'll have some colour down the bottom. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Okay, so let's just colour the edge of the leaf. And this one. Alright, do I want them raised up as well? Why not? Why not? So let's use some big ones on these. So I want it coming down like so. So I want one here and then one around here. Okay, so around there like that. Although it is dimensional, them can still tuck under. They can get cut off. Or do I want them above the bird? Kind of like hiding the bird. birds a little bit. Oh, I think I want that. I think I want it hiding the birds a little bit. Almost like they're in the tree, hiding behind the leaves. That's cool. And this one. Do I have any big ones? Yeah, I've got some big ones left. Cool. That one a bit close to overhanging the stem. Okay, there we go. There and there. And let's maybe have one there. And there. And then one there. Okay. Let's pop these into place. Pop them into place there. That can actually glue down. I love that, it's so cute because it looks like the birdies are hiding under the leaves. Okay, so let's cut the excess off. I mean, you could leave the excess on, but I don't want to. I want to be able to put my tags in the pockets properly, so let's get rid of all the excess. Oops. And that's what we have for that one. Oh, I love that. I love that so much. Because like I said, with them overhanging the birds there, it looks like the bird is in the tree hiding behind the leaves. That is cool. Okay, so again, ink around this quite heavily. Sorry for cutting your bodies off, birdies. Again, I'm not going around the corners for a change. And I'm not going to put a tag topper on this one either because I think that is fine just the way it is. I love it. Alright, so let's just tidy up a bit. Okay, we're back. Alright guys, I am back. Okay, so, oh my god, honestly, I think this is like my favourite ever tag. It is so adorable. Yeah, so this week we have added the pocket, the inside pocket, we have embellished the tags, and we have used some of the fussy cuts. And I think the ones that are left, do we want to use them? I think the ones that are left that we're not going to use, we will just add into the pockets. I kind of want to use them, but I don't. So, like I said, we will add them into the pockets, like so. Coming out of there like that, and this one popping out of there like that. I think we will add this beautiful pumpkin down here, but we will put some, what can we put underneath it? A bit of cheesecloth or something maybe. I've got some cheesecloth here, but it's like Halloweeny cloth. Let's see if we can grungy some of it up a little bit more. Well, not so much grungy it up, but maybe tone it down. So, let's just lob a bit off. I love this stuff, it just lasts forever. I've had it about 5 years now. Where's that piece of paper that I had? Never mind the piece of paper, let's use this book. This will do. So we'll lay it out. Is it doubled? No. Okay. And let's get some of this on it. Not easy inking cheesecloth, but it does rag it up a little bit more, which is cool. So, you know, I'd probably be better off if I just did this with it. Yeah, I think it'd be better if I just did that. Okay, that'll do for now. Let's get this down on here, and yeah, a nice little pumpkin patch there. Yeah, that's what it needs. Alrighty, so let's just kind of stick a blob in the middle here. Let's plop it down, maneuver it around a little bit. Yep, that will do. That will do. Cut around this a little bit more. I'm going to cut some of these weedy little bits off. I love the colours of these. They're not your like traditional bright orange pumpkins. So cool. Okay, let's do a little bit of inking around the edges to hide my rubbish cutting. Let's use this tool a little bit to soften the corners. It kind of rounds the edges upwards, it's so cool. So it just kind of softens the corners, which is cool. Okay, and that's just going to get glued straight down onto there. I'm not going to pop it up or anything. We've got enough dimension going on in the ephemera. Plus we want the folder to close properly. So I'm going to put it on a bit of an angle, like so. And there we go. That is our ephemera our September Autumn Ephemera Folio challenge, September challenge, completed, guys. How about that? Okay, so let's just have a little flip through. I'm sorry for all the clinking and clanking today, guys. I am still off form, as you can tell. Now, the dilemma I have now is which one of these tags do I use for the front pocket and which ones do I use for the inside pocket, because I love this one, but I really love this one. I'm going to put this on the inside because it's a nice surprise. That's just a really nice little surprise, that, and they're kind of peeking out. There. Yes. Okay, so that then will go on the inside pocket like so, and I just love it, guys. I really, really love it. You could put something on the back if you wanted to, but how cute is this? So let's have a flip through. I'm going to bring you down. Alright guys, let's flip through. Okay, so obviously, again, this is the Tracie Fox Creative September Challenge, and it is an autumn ephemera folio. All the kits are free and are available from Tracie's Kofi site, so please pop over and check those out and grab yourselves some. On a label there, no. Field record. No, okay, we'll leave those. Alright, so we have a little folio going on here with autumn on it. So we open it up, and inside we have two pockets with little teeny tags, beautiful tags, pumpkins on them. That one has pumpkins on it. This one has beautiful florals on it and acorns. Gorgeous. Then we open up again and we have a large pocket. Sorry, fix that. Yep. We have a large pocket that has some ephemera pieces in. So we have a... This would have been a journal card, but I turned it into like a little... I just did a fancy corner edge on it. Okay, so we have like a little journaling card there. We have a pumpkin. We have a beautiful butterfly. We have another butterfly. We have some acorns and beautiful leaves. I love the colours. And then we have this gorgeous tag. Okay. In this beautiful large pocket. So, let's just kind of put them back how they were roughly. With the butterflies hanging over. Put that in there, put the pumpkin in there, and that can just kind of sit there. It doesn't really matter how you put them in, really. But yeah, so we've got beautiful ephemera storage there with that gorgeous big pocket, and then we have this lovely inside pocket here with another embellishment on it, which is pumpkin, part of the ephemera set. And then we have this beautiful tag. The background of the tag was gorgeous, as it is. And then we had two birds and two leaves that came with the ephemera pieces as well, and I've cut them and I've popped them up onto little sticky dots. You can see them better there. Popped them up onto little sticky dots, and originally, which you've watched the video so you'll know, I had the leaf tucked underneath, which looked cool, but I think it just looks so much better tucked over the top because it looks like the birds are hiding in the tree, which is super cool. I have the birds sat on some little pieces of hessian or burlap. Yeah, but I love that. I love it. It's so cute. I love how that little bird's hiding. So that goes on the inside pocket. I mean, you can do this however you want. You don't have to specifically put that tag in that pocket. You can put anything anywhere, guys. Okay, and then of course we turn to the front page and we have this pocket on the outside, and then we have this tag here, which is two tags layered. This tag, the little tag here, is layered on top of that one with just a couple of pieces of cardstock, Amazon packaging, and then the acorn is layered on top of that with some sticky foam pads. kits. And then these little things here are from Tracie's stamps, her first release of stamps, the Bugology and other stamps, which I will link below. Yeah, so we've got an ID botanical going on, a sample which could be for this, so botanical with the background and the birdies, sample AB012 which could be for the acorn, yeah, and then a little measuring chart there, well, measuring guide. And yeah, so again from Tracie Stamps, and I used the backing part of like the pieces left over from the kit. I backed the backing page, which is this beautiful page here, onto the backs. So I had a lot of white edges, and then I used this part of it to stamp those in my last video. And yeah, so there we are, guys. There's a little bit of burlap on that tag there, and then on there. And there we go. It is finished, and I love it so much. So yeah, 3 weeks worth of freebies and very simple crafting, and you get this beautiful result. So go on over to Tracie's site, guys, her Kofi site. I have just been holding mine together with a copper coloured paper clip, but you could make your own tie for it, or if you wanted to, before doing the pocket, you could put magnets in there. But yeah, I love it, guys. I think it's awesome. So get yourselves over to Tracie's Kofi site and download the freebies, and get yourself over to her YouTube channel and follow along with her videos showing how to put it all together, and then just have fun from there, guys. Copy Tracie like I've done with a little bit of my own fluffing, or just go to town and make it all completely your own. Have fun, whatever you do, guys. And yes, so take care, stay safe, and I will see you all again in the next video. Bye, guys.